Hello everyone, making video today for Star Wars Outlaws. My voice may be a little bit too low is because it is very late and yeah, gotta be keep quiet. But I will try to make it as good as possible. So far I have played the first sequence. This plays way better than I hoped. And I know because I have played this game that the open world is where it actually begins to become like crazy demanding. So I think so far for what I have seen, this is pretty good. Like I have been really enjoying how this 30 FPS feels. This game is not like it's like this crazy super fast game. It's mostly, to be honest, it's mostly stealth. So you're not like gonna miss too much of anything. So outside of that, the combat felt fine, like the gunplay, because it's a third person. It is not as terrible for 30 FPS. But we have to remember this is the only portable play that you can do on this game. There is no other way that you can play portably this game. So we kind of have to accept that. Like I'm never interested to play this game docked because I have played it on PS5 and even on PS5 it didn't look as good. So I think this game is just for full screen experience. It needs to be on PC. But outside of that, I have been pretty impressed with how well this runs because I have, if you see footage, because I have played it, if you see footage of this game on Steam Deck or any other PC handheld, because it doesn't have what they have done for this version with ray tracing and all of that, it is meaningless. Like you cannot play that version at all. Even with on open world segments, even with frame generation, you're getting like 30 FPS. So this is really the version for the handheld that want to play this game handheld and don't want to be tethered to a big screen. Now, is it gonna be again possible to be played on docked? I wouldn't suggest it. Like you can already tell that there have been a lot of sacrifices to make it work, but it works and it looks great. And I'm gonna have now because I still don't know. I'm gonna try to solve a little bit of combat here to see how it works and everything. But the most thing that I want to show is the open world, which is after the first mission here that we do, the introduction, all of that. And yeah, I'm gonna show some of the combat here and then I'm gonna focus on the open world with the bike. So we can have, you know, so we can have an idea of what we're dealing with. So if you want to buy this game and you don't want to buy a game keycard, you want to buy this digital, this will be a pretty good option. Okay, I gotta say this feels great so far, and I had like negative expectations when I heard what they said like from GVG. I was like, the demo probably is trash. Dragon Ball, the Dragon Ball game is also trash. So, like with 30 FPS and 800p, I was pretty surprised that this worked as good as it did. Okay, the AI is not really having the best time here. Okay. Impressive. So much for stealth gameplay for me. Alright, I think we're good. Alright. Oh yeah. Alright. So you kind of have an idea of what is happening with all of that. Now I am going to skip ahead to the open world. Alright, before I move to the next planet, let's just watch a little bit more of a fight scene here. Alrighty. I feel like the sensitivity of the sticks, because they are smaller, it feels like it's moving too fast. Probably I will adjust it at some point, but right now, yeah. No time to do that. Alright. That was some nice fast scene again. Just check out some stuff. Okay. Alright, so we're taking the ship and then it's the open world area. Feels like this area had way less enemies. I'm not sure why. On the PS5 it felt like it had way more enemies. Alright, so here we are, we're stealing a ship and we are going to adventure. Yeah, you can definitely tell a lot of sacrifices were made even on her face, but at least like the textures, they don't really feel like terrible. They have been some downgrades, but I wouldn't say that they feel terrible. This is what I wanted Starfield to be, bro. Almost there. It has the cinematics as well. Will never look like this in the game. Alright, see you in the open world area. Alright, it's time to really judge this. Okay, so far I'm not gonna lie. I think this is gonna be a good experience. This looks fine. I was worried that everything gonna be popping in all the time. Look at how the grass is flowing in front of me. This is not bad. I was expecting teleporting grass like in Elden Ring. Oh no. That was terrible. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Oh. Damn. Look, for real guys, this is not bad. This could have been way worse. Like really worse than this. And I like the idea of the textures. If you notice the textures on her clothes and stuff like this, the hair definitely have a lot of noise, but the clothes, when you look at her clothes, they don't really have that much of an issue. Which, when you're playing like this, when you're playing like this and you're just looking behind the character and you're not looking directly on her face, this definitely shows that, like, hey, this looks actually pretty good, like you're playing like this, you're aiming like this, so you don't really notice the bad parts. Like, it feels like they have actually tailored and optimized for this version, which is pretty crazy to say when this version, even on PS5, is like definitely not the word that you would use. Optimized, not really. But here, I'm really impressed. I think if you can get a keycard and test it for yourself as well, see if this is something that you fancy, I think it's good. And for the price, like, this is 89 Australian dollars and it's the gold edition. So it's the gold edition. There is no base edition. It's all the DLC and everything from the start. So on PC, where I have it as well on PS5, you have to buy those separately. And unless it's on sale, the game is also, the base game is $89. So yeah, there you have it. I didn't want to make anything crazy. I think this is actually, I'm really impressed. This is actually pretty good. And again, I would never suggest someone to play this version docked. But for handheld, I think this is the best place to play. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. See you tomorrow.